And hello and good evening, and welcome to Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark as OKC Comets baseball is on the air here on AM 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or on the iHeartRadio app and on Bally Sports Live. Danny Voiles here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark, producer and engineer back in our 1340 studios. That is the YouTuber. Comets begin a 6-game homestand, the second half of their 12-game homestand against the Albuquerque Isotopes, the AAA parent club of the Colorado Rockies. Comets are 19-14. The Isotopes of Albuquerque are 21-12. Should be a very fun series here today at the beautiful at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. It's going to be Bobby Miller who will start for the Comets. Chase Dolander will start for the Isotopes. As we're going to go ahead and get this party started there today. There's your lineups and there's your starters and your defensive players and all that.
And welcome to the game, everybody. Glad you've joined us. We bring you AAA baseball from the Pacific Coast League. It's the Albuquerque Isotopes and the Oklahoma City Comets.
And now,
first pitch coming at you right after the break.
It's going to be a fun series. This wraps up our 12-game homestand between the Comets and the Comets this season as they're taking on the Isotopes. Bobby Miller's 7th start, 1-1 record, 37-2 innings, 2.39 home run average, 46 strikeouts, 2.1% walks, 32 strikeouts.
Usually leads to a whole lot of success when you can avoid beating yourself with walks. Obviously, you need to.
Greg Jones will lead it off, 280 average, 1 homer, 10 RBIs.
But he's showing some high-level skills on the mound.
As our first pitch of the night is going to be called for a strike. We're underway here at 6:05 Central Time. First pitch, 6:05. Here's the next pitch. Here's a ground ball. The Ward is going to get it. Take it to himself at first for the first out. First meeting of the series between the Comets and the Isotopes.
And now the right fielder, Robert
Kalaz. No average, no homers and RBIs. He probably got called up from Double-A. First pitch for Bobby Miller is called for a strike. It is 58 degrees, clear sky, partly cloudy skies, winds blowing at 7 miles an hour out to center field. Woody Keller is the home plate umpire. Ed Drummond is at first. At second base is Clyde Washington, and Earl Hendricks is at
trying to
third.
Get out in front so they don't get jammed. A pitcher can counter that by using the off-speed stuff.
As here's a line drive to left center field. That's going to be down for a base hit. That's going to go all the way to the wall. And here comes a throw to second. Is not going to be in time. It's going to be a double for Kalaz to lead off tonight's game.
Over that one. Tried to fire that one by him on the inside, but he was geared up. Kept the hands in, rotated the hips.
That was a big one. Of course, the Comets had troubles with El Paso, and they're going to definitely have troubles with Albuquerque. Here's Nick Martini.
Up the middle. That's
out first, and it's the second out. Nick Martini. Hold on. I wanted to go to Isotopes. Nick Martini, 257 average, 4 home runs, 15 RBIs.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 7, Keston.
Yeah, 256 average.
And next, the cleanup hitter, Keston Hira.
Keston Hira, 256 average, 7 homers, 22 RBIs. Batting right, excuse me. First pitch for Miller. The line drive to right field. White's under it to end the top of the first. No runs, one hit, one left.
Midway in the first.
Go to the bottom of the first. The Comets up to bat here today. Should be a fun series between these two teams.
Welcome back. And
Chase
towing the slab here, Chase Dolander. You can see from
This
the
is
stats
his
that he's
first
been
start of the
death
season.
on lefty batters this season. Maybe they have a tough time picking the ball up out of his hand, but whatever it is, he's really limited them. It's an impressive stat and something he can build upon as he develops. To the bottom of the first we
Leading
go.
off tonight,
Justin
Here's
Dean leading off,
Justin
315
Dean.
average. 2 homers, 7 RBIs. He's batting right.
Calls for time at the plate. He gets
Time
it.
is called before the first pitch. Isotopes lost their series finale on Sunday. And Salt Lake got swing and a miss for strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
I only made $14 in tips. That's fine.
That's to third.
The ground ball, that's fouled away. Comets in their home whites tonight. Comets across the front in blue script with the light blue letters. The shooting Comet underneath the logo. Red numbers on the front left, blue numbers on the back. Here's the next pitch to the outside. White pants, blue hats, blue brims, blue panel. OKC and diagonal letters with a comment going across the shooting K.
Got him swinging.
This strike 3. One away in the bottom of the first.
batting second,
Coming
the
up to the
center
dish for
fielder,
Josue De Paula.
Josue De Paula. Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
Here's the first pitch for Dolander. That's low ball 1. Isotopes in their gray jerseys. At least the game was nice enough to make sure they put them in the correct jerseys. Isotopes across the front in black scripted letters with the red outline.
1-0. Here's the pitch.
As here's the 1-0 pitch. That's called for a strike. Black numbers on the front left. Black numbers on the back. Gray pants, black hats, red brims. As there's a ground ball to center field. That's going to be for a base hit.
So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. Couldn't have timed it up.
So they're finally wearing the gray pants I was talking about.
Really tough to make a play on. I know when I was playing
David Bodie, 288 average, 6 homers, 11 RBIs.
baseball back in the day, I had no interest in charging grounders like that one. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first.
It's down
In the dirt,
low.
but blocked.
Looks like the runner will not advance. Bodie did not play on Sunday, as you see his stats there, 288 average, 6 homers, 11 RBIs.
De Paula leading off first with 1 gone.
Did not play yesterday, or on Sunday.
High fly ball lifted in the
Popped
air right
up.
field. Jones sizing this one up.
And there's the second
Makes the
out.
grab for the second out. Not a lot of minor league outfielders can make that play, but he's showing he's got the goods. A center field prospect like this is valuable to any
Ryan Ward is
organization.
up, 246 average, 5 homers, 17 RBIs.
It's been a tough stretch at the plate. Just 1 hit in the last 5 games. And he asks for time and steps out of the box. On the ground,
Ground
right
ball.
side, Amador.
Amador is under it. We're the first, now on the first.
And
The run's a hit and a runner left. We go to the second with no score. Like I said, we talked about El Paso as the final meeting between those two teams in Oklahoma City. Well, this is the first meeting with
Top out for the
Albuquerque.
second from Oklahoma City. Now the third baseman, Aaron Shunk.
Aaron Shunk will lead it off here in the second.
Miller,
Called for a
25
strike.
years old, a former first
2 doubles with 8
rounder, back in
RBIs in his last 7 games. Batting 265, 3 homers, 13 RBIs, batting right. Miller's next pitch.
And there's a curve
Called for a
through
strike. 6 pitches for Bobby Miller in the first. It's fouled away.
Fights it off, we'll see another.
No score here in the top of the
Lines,
second.
and here's the pitch.
There's a ground ball to Alvarez is going to try to get it, but he can't get it, and it goes into center field for a base hit.
Got the hitter down 0-2, but then put that pitch right over the middle, and he
batting
collected the
fifth,
single
the
because of
second
it.
baseman, Adael Amador.
Just couldn't get the catch.
So up next, Adael Amador.
Adael Amador.
Working on a nice
Adael Amador
11-game
is up.
hitting streak.
It's called for a strike. .275 average, 2 homers, 12 RBIs, batting
Go ahead,
left.
run it first. Nobody out. Here in the top of the
Miller's next
second.
pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball that's way outside for strike 2.
2 strikes.
Far inside,
Or
nearly
is
clipped the batter.
Amador. Next pitch. That's
Fly
popped
ball
up.
left field.
Dean is going to get under it.
And there's one down.
And there's the first out in the second.
Next up for the Isotopes,
Julio
Julio Carreras. Really strong hitting performance recently.
87 average, 4
Working on
homers,
an
21
8-game hitting
RBIs,
streak.
batting right. First pitch.
Swings and lifts
That's a
high
fly ball to center.
to
Left center field. Dean is under it.
And that is a foul ball.
That's a foul ball.
No score here in the second inning.
Couldn't make the catch, so that will be a foul ball.
And that's off the inside edge.
Outside.
With the two-seamer in there, that sets up the pitcher to throw him the slider away. That's a lot of territory he's got to cover at the plate.
Mm-hmm.
And the count 1-2.
Fouled away. See what Albuquerque can do as far as the what we are going to see in the series. Swing and miss, strike 3 of the second out.
Batting 8, the designated hitter.
Next is the designated hitter, Jordan Beck. Hard grounder into
Ground
the
ball to
outfield for
left
a hit.
field. That's a base hit.
They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 innings.
We'll board 2 outs and inning number 2 for the Isotopes.
Digging in for the Isotopes, Braxton Fulford.
Braxton Fulford is up.
Fastball for a strike.
Called for a strike. No average, no homers, no RBIs. Batting right. Next pitch for Miller.
And this
There's a
one
fly
went to the
ball to
left.
deep
It's
left
pretty far
field.
back.
Dean is under it. Will make the
Drops
catch
into
now
the
in the
glove.
second. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left. We go
They
to the
leave
bottom of the
2
second.
runners on base. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
No score between the Comets and the Isotopes. Of course, we respect the voice of the
Bottom of the
Isotopes,
inning.
Josh
Now,
Dushan.
Skelton. Rushing.
Here's a grounder right
Ground ball,
side.
Dalton Rushing. Before I forget, here's his stats coming in. That was 255 average, 4 homers, 11 RBIs,
Collects it.
and
the
over
first
to
out.
first, and that's going to be an out.
That's some excellent range he showed.
Aaron
Broncho, 282 average, 6 homers, 16 RBIs, switch hitter batting left.
Then get into a good position to throw to first for the out. Very impressive. Aaron Broncho now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. That one almost got the
That's
batter.
outside ball 1. No score in the top of the in the bottom of the second.
Liner into center.
Liner in center field. That's going to
Grabs
get
it on the run.
to be caught by the center fielder for the second.
The right fielder, Eli White.
Digging in for
Eli
the
White.
Comets, Eli White. And he's got
256
really
average,
good
no
wheels.
homers, 7
One of those skills
RBIs.
You really can't teach.
Miles Mastrobuoni was designated for assignment.
This pitch popped up.
It's popped up.
Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and that's the end of
It's
the
the
inning.
inning. 1, 2,
Nothing
3
across
go
here
the
this
Comets.
inning.
We go to
We've
the
played 2
third.
innings. No score.
No score.
Here we go in the top of the third, scoreless ball game. Stepping in,
Greg Jones leading off the top of the third.
Jones.
That one misses, and that is ball 1. In the air to the right, it's carrying.
Herring
Makes
the
grab,
catch.
one down.
1 away in the third.
The right fielder, number 44.
So digging in, Robert Callas.
Doubled his first time up. That's called for a strike. Next pitch for Miller. There's a fly ball to left field. DePaula is going to be under it. He'll make the catch for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder Nick
Martini getting ready to hit.
Martini grounded out his first time up, batting left. First pitch. That's a wild pitch for ball one. 1-0.
That one finds the
That's
zone.
called for a strike. Next pitch for Miller.
Ground ball,
The ground ball to right
and that's
field.
just
That's going to be
foul.
fouled away.
Here's the 1-2 offering. Just missed.
Down low ball
What a
two.
take with 2 strikes. And he hits a ground ball to the right side.
DeBroncho at second, throw the first hit
Plenty of
to
time
right.
at
Ward
the end.
in the third.
So they make
One,
short
two.
work of them there. Moving on
1,
now
2,
to the
3
home
go
half
the
of the third inning.
Isotopes.
We're
We go
all
to the bottom
tied,
of the third
0-0.
with no score. Just make sure you guys don't hear my echo or
All
complain
set
about
for the
my
bottom of the
breathing.
third.
If you hear me dog, I
Stepping
apologize.
City, Alex Freeland.
Freeland, 2-4 average. 4 homers, 7 RBIs. He's batting, switch hitter batting left. First pitch for Goldlander. It's called first strike. That was the 16th pitch for Dollander. Here's the next pitch. That's fouled away. We talked about the Comets lost the last 2 games against El Paso. So that swung on a miss for strike 3. 1 away in the third.
Just couldn't get on time
Isotopes
with
coming off a
heater
loss
in that
against
3 straight fastballs, and he ends up with a
against
strike.
Salt Lake in the series finale. Even though in real life they didn't play their series finale, which was the last time those 2 teams would meet, and more likely would not be made up.
Next up, Armando Alvarez.
As here's Armando Alvarez.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Since he got acquired in a trade, his has 186 average, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. That was with AAA Gwinnett.
0-1,
He's batting
here's the
right.
pitch.
Next pitch.
In the air.
Here's a line drive to deep right field. Going back, and he makes the catch. The right fielder for Albuquerque makes the catch for the second out of the
Now
third.
batting, the left fielder
Back to the
Justin.
top of the order here. And now, Justin Dean.
To
Led off the
Justin
game with
Dean.
a strikeout.
Yep. Shark got his first time up, batting right. First pitch.
That one in there.
First strike.
That's strike 1. He is cruising out there on the mound right now. With 7 straight set down, he's in complete control.
Next pitch.
That one foul
That's a
off.
line drive and foul.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Just off the inside edge.
Inside edge.
2 down and nobody aboard. Here in the back end of the third inning.
Back end of the third.
Off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yep, 2-2. Next pitch.
Swing and a miss.
And
He
that's
struck him
strike
out.
3.
And it's 3
Comets
up
down
and
in
3
order
down
as
in
we
this
go to
inning.
the fourth.
On to the fourth frame, still scoreless.
0-3-0 for the Isotopes. 0-1-0 for the Comets. Daniel Voiles here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark, producer and engineer, the
We're
YouTuber,
here
back
at
in our
the
13-board
ballpark.
studio.
Gelman here with
The
you
first
and set to
baseman,
lead off
number
the fourth,
7,
Keston Hira.
Hira.
Keston Hira leading off for the Isotopes. Find out his first time up.
Swings and misses
And
at the
miss
first
on the
pitch.
curveball for strike one. Next pitch.
Sliced
And
hard.
a line drive, and that's going foul. Yesterday, the Los Angeles Dodgers got their butts kicked by the Miami Marlins 11-1. We'll tell you what happened in that game in just a minute.
0-2, here's the pitch. Got the batter
Called
looking
for strike
the
three.
One gone leading off the fourth.
Keston Hira is retired here in the fourth.
Third baseman,
Stepping to the plate for
Aaron.
Albuquerque, Aaron Shunk.
Aaron Shunk
Single so far.
Time out. Excuse me. Batting right, first pitch.
And that one
That
hit
is called
97
for
on the
strike.
gun. Love how he's attacking the zone, throwing a ton of strikes.
Next
These
pitch.
hitters need to be ready to swing at the first
That's
good
called for a
strike they
strike.
see.
0-2.
0-2 the count.
0-2, rocks and fires.
Miller's next pitch.
Ball.
That's outside
Might
on the
release that
curveball for
a
ball
little
one.
Too soon. It backed up on him a bit. We're in the fourth inning, no score. Fights that one off.
There's a
We'll reset
line
and do it
drive
again.
going foul, and it still remains 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch.
Next pitch.
Just
No, that's
missed.
a ball.
2-2 now.
Just
and he's
missed for
already
ball
shown
two.
The curveball a couple of times in the AB. I wouldn't be surprised to see him change tactics and come with a fastball. This one's
There's a line drive.
Well struck.
Deep left field. Going back is DePaula, and it is gone.
That's gotta feel
Aaron
good.
Shunk's
And
fourth home
that's how
run
they
on the
take
season
lead.
to
It's
give the
1-0.
Isotopes a 1-0 lead here in the fourth.
Blasted out of the park for the lead, and I am certain the dugout is fired up right now. That was a nice, patient approach in that at-bat. He let some bad pitches go, found one he liked, and didn't miss. One down. The batter
Comets
now,
need to get
Adele
something
Amador.
going. When do we get to the bottom of the fourth? Adele
That one
Amador
finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
blew out his first time up. He's batting left. This pitch low.
And the
1 ball and 1 strike the pitch.
Got the bat going
Swing
too
and a
soon
miss on
there.
a
It's
curve.
strike two.
That's
Nice
way
job.
outside
Both
for
sides
strike
of the plate.
2.
He's got this hitter inside conscious now.
Next pitch. Fouled away on the fastball. One ball, 2 strikes. Next
And
pitch
now
for
the
Miller.
1-2. Fastball
Way
almost
low.
clipped the batter.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Max Muncy had the only home run for the Dodgers. Well, like I said, we'll discuss that game in just a minute and tell you how they're doing against the
Here's
Miami
the 2-2.
Marlins as they continue their 10-game road trip.
And he goes
Swing
down.
and a miss on the curve
That's the
ball
second
for
out.
strike 3 for the second out.
Now batting.
Here's the
Julio
shortstop at the plate. Julio Carreras struck out swinging
Julio
in the
Carreras
first
struck
AB.
out his first time up, batting right. Wearing the same number that the YouTuber would wear.
That's
This
inside.
pitch is called for a strike.
I'm not sure his brain processed that pitch in time. That was some serious cheese inside.
Ball, no.
That's ball
This is a
2.
better approach than he showed the first time up when he struck out. He's working
Yeah.
the count well.
1-0 Albuquerque in the fourth.
That one's
And that's a
spoiled, and it's
line
now 2-1.
drive heading foul to left field, going foul. Series will continue tomorrow morning at 11:05 Central Time. A swing and a miss, strike 2.
1 run in the inning so far. Top half of the 4th.
Next pitch.
Next one misses, and that's ball
So he
3.
misses. Jordan Beck is on deck. That's ball 3. Next pitch.
Popped up.
Popped
right
up.
Side.
Broncho is under it.
And
Will make
that's
the
the end of
catch
the
to end the inning. But the Isotopes get a run on a hit. No errors and none left. Bottom of the 4th coming out. 1-0 Isotopes.
It's now a 1-0 ball game.
Mm-hmm.
Today's broadcast is
Leading
brought to you
up,
by
the
Big
center
Kale
field,
Soda, with more
Flag.
protein and fiber than
Game
any
ball.
other soda on the market. Back here in Oklahoma City, bottom of the 4th inning.
He rides. Ball 1.
Pitch is outside. 1-0 Albuquerque here in the 4th.
Next one's
Out
foul.
of the way on the changeup.
1-2 now.
1-2. Next pitch.
On the ground to third.
Ground ball to the third baseman. He'll throw to
Slings
first.
to
For the
first.
first down.
Leadoff batter retired in the 4th.
And win the 4th.
Now batting, the third baseman, David.
Here's the third
Bodie.
baseman, David Bodie.
David Bodie, who flew out his first time up, batting right. Bodie did not play on Sunday.
That one 95
That's
miles
high,
an hour,
ball
but missed
1.
up top. And that's ball 1.
3 runs in his last 4 games for Bodie. As I mentioned, did not play yesterday.
Now a fly ball to right
I
center.
don't know what
It's
stats
back.
were on Saturday. That's going
Hauls
to
it
be
in
caught
for
for
the
the
out.
second out.
Now batting, first baseman,
And now Ryan Ward rolled out to second
Ward
in the
grounded
first
out his
AB.
first time up. First pitch.
Ball.
That's high.
1 ball.
0
no
for 4
strike.
with an RBI on Sunday against El Paso for Ryan Ward.
That one pushed
Pitch,
to the
that's
left
fouled
and
away.
foul. Here comes the 1-1 pitch.
Next pitch.
On the ground to first,
Ground
and
ball,
it
and
goes
that's
just
fouled
foul.
away.
We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
34
Home team
pitches
down
for
by 1.
Dolander. His next pitch, the 35th.
And he grounds it to the right
Ground
side.
ball to the second baseman
There
for the
with plenty
first,
of
and
time.
there's the
And
inning.
go.
1,
So
2,
they
3 go the
quietly
Comets
here.
as we go to
On
the
to top
5th.
of
The
fifth.
Comets trail
Albuquerque ahead in
1-0.
this game, 1-0.
Jordan Beck, Braxton Fulford, and Greg Jones due up for the Isotopes.
On to the next
Leading
inning.
off
Coming
for
up to the dish for
designated
Albuquerque,
hitter,
Jordan Beck.
Beck.
Jordan Beck.
Measures 6'2", 23 years old. And while he's usually in the outfield, today he's the designated hitter. Foul ball there.
Fouled away. Singled his first time up.
The 0-1.
Next pitch.
Ball 1.
High ball 1.
1 ball. 1 strike.
This one chopped on the ground,
Out
but
of the way.
foul. Pitch is in the dirt.
I'm low in the dirt. Next series, we're back in Round Rock as we have the final series between
On the
Round
ground
Rock
to
and
the
Oklahoma
left.
City.
Plugs it on the dive.
Nice caught by
And the
Bodie.
throw
Throw the
out.
first.
Nice
Got him.
play. On that play, you saw
Now
why
back.
scouts
One
speak
away in the
so
fifth.
highly about his instincts at third base. He was dialed in, made a terrific effort to lay out and snag the ball, and then fired a throw over to get the out. And here's the catcher, Braxton Fulford.
Braxton Fulford up, the catcher. First pitch.
Hurt
That's
ball.
all
More
for
than
a strike.
80% of his first pitches are strikes so far. That's a good sign for this outing. 1 out and the base is empty.
Ball 1.
Next pitch is outside.
1-1.
Pitch. Out of the way. Of course, this is a pitcher's park versus Isotopes Park being a hitter-friendly environment.
Swings and misses.
That's strike 3.
First 2 batters
Two
retired
away
in
in
the
the
top of the
5th.
The center fielder, number
The
2.
lineup flips over, and now the center
Greg
fielder,
Jones.
Greg Jones.
Unassisted ground on the first, flew out in the third. First pitch for Miller.
Right through there for
Called
a
for
strike.
strike.
We're in the top of the 5th
5
inning.
runs in the last
2
5
down
games
and
for
nobody
Greg
aboard.
Jones. Next pitch.
That's a ball.
That's outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This afternoon, AA Tulsa played on the road. We'll tell you what happened in their game in the post-game show. Next pitch.
And that's
Outside.
outside.
Next pitch.
Comes up empty.
And that's
Strike
strike
2.
2.
Just can't catch up to the heat. Next pitch is outside.
Outside, ball
Great
3.
job to see change up out of the hand and lay off it. Swing and a
A
drive.
line drive to deep
That
right
one's back
field.
there.
Going back.
On to the warning
And
track.
that's
Holds
caught.
it in.
In the 5th. 1, 2, 3 go the Comets.
Not
Bottom
much
of the
going
5th
on
coming
for
up.
the offense that time.
Comets
Bottom half
down
of the 5th
1
coming up.
2
The Isotopes lead
nothing.
it 1-0.
1-0. See if Comets gets concerned.
Bottom half of the 5th,
Leading
and
off.
the Comets back.
Rushing grounded out his first time out.
Rushing.
Rushing the first batter up.
This one in the air, center field. Jones on the move. Makes the catch for the out.
1 away in the 5th.
Aaron Bracho.
Down
And
back,
Bracho is
second
up.
baseman,
0 for 1.
Aaron Bracho.
Switch hitter batting left. First pitch.
Right side, and that's
And
just
fouled
foul.
away for strike 1. Trying to make some room so I can just relax. A little bit.
Oklahoma City trailing by 1. Bottom half of the 5th.
Halfway through the game.
Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And there's the ball.
That's ball 1. One, 2.
To the right side.
Foul
And that
Ball.
one's foul.
Foul. You know, that was caught by the first baseman. Another foul ball. We're going to try this again. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
1-2 offering.
Next pitch.
That one close. Ruled the ball.
Outside. That looked like strike 3, but it wasn't. Next pitch.
Got the hitter swinging.
Swing and
for the
miss. Down
strikeout.
low on the
Couldn't
fastball
hit
for
the
strike
fastball
3
at
for the
knees.
second out.
Now
Now
it's the
back,
Eli
right
White.
fielder, Eli White. First time up was a pop out.
White.
First pitch.
Swings and misses.
This is
And
strike
that's strike
1.
No
At a
balls.
1 for
certain
3 with a
point, you have to
double,
commit to
or with a
swing
single on
or
Sunday.
take on a pitch. That slider clearly had him fooled. Great pitch.
First pitch.
Foul ball there. What a job to stifle this offense. Almost 5 full innings of shutout pitching. Got it. Nice job.
Strike 3 of that one, the 5th. 1, 2, 3 go the
There it is.
Comets.
He
We
gets
go
it.
to
1, 2,
6.
3.
El-
5 innings
or
down.
Albuquerque
The
leads
Isotopes
1
on
to
top,
nothing.
1-0. On to the top half
Leading
of
off
inning
for
number
Albuquerque,
6.
the
And now the right fielder,
number
Robert
44,
Calaz.
Robert
Oh,
Calaz.
applause. Double in the first, flew out in the third. Bobby Miller pitching well, but
Close
looking
one,
like he
but
might
doesn't
end up
get the
taking the
call.
loss.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Michael Kopech up and loosening in the pen.
Yeah, that's Michael
Grove,
Grove.
hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. 1-0 pitch.
2-0.
And another ball. He's had great
Hello,
control
ball
all
three.
game, but it's a 3-ball count now.
Pick
Batter has
Martini
to be
on
ready to
deck.
hit.
Next pitch.
And there's the
Called for a
automatic
strike.
take to make it 3-1.
There we go. Got some comfy. Next pitch.
Full count now.
Called
That
for a
was
strike. Now it's a
1-1
full
batter.
count.
Right in the heart of the zone. Gotta punish that. Payoff pitch.
Next pitch.
Struck
Swing and a
out.
miss. Strike three. Colez is down on strikes for the first out in the sixth.
Now the left fielder,
Now
Nick
batting.
Martinez.
Martini is up.
Nick Martini.
72 pitches. Here's 73 for Miller. Called for a strike. Ground down the first and the third for Martini. Just a reminder, this is the series opener.
Off the mark there. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
Mm-hmm. Foul away.
Out to short.
Ground ball to shortstop, throw to first,
Tosses
two
it for
away.
out. 2 outs opening up the top of the sixth inning.
Mm-hmm.
The first baseman, number 7, Keston Hura.
Keston Hira.
Keston
now at the
Hira. Strike out in the, or line down the first. He struck out looking in the fourth.
plate. Fouled off down the right
Out
side.
of the way.
No.
Next pitch. One ball and one strike. Miller's at 79 pitches.
1-1. Here's the pitch.
Here it is.
Foul ball
Out of
there.
the way. Next pitch.
Slider misses away.
Side ball two.
2 outs, bases empty.
Next pitch.
Swings and misses. Goes
And
down
a
on
miss, strike
strikes.
three.
And that's
Two
a 1-2-3
away in the
inning. We
1,
move
2,
on to
3 for the
bottom of inning
Isotopes.
number 6.
Bottom of the
The
sixth coming up.
Isotopes out front
Isotopes
here,
lead at
1-0.
1-0.
Ready to go for the
Leading it
last
off,
half of the inning.
the
And now the
designated
DH,
hitter,
Alex Freeland.
Alex Freeland is up.
That's a strike.
It's called for a strike. Next pitch.
This out to center.
That's a
This one
fly
pretty
ball
far
to
back.
center field.
Pulls it
That's
in.
going to be
There's
caught
one away.
for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop
Next up for
Armando
the Comets, Armando Alvarez.
Alvarez.
Armando Alvarez flew out his first time up, batting right. First pitch.
So far, he's
Called
thrown
for
more
a
than 80% first pitch strikes, which is driving this excellent outing. If he keeps it up, he could work very deep into this one.
Pitch is
Swing
outside.
and a miss. 0-2
Nice.
now. Once again, he's
0-2.
ahead 0-2, and he's got the power in this at bat. Goes down swinging for the strikeout.
Yeah, that's
Way
strike
out
three.
front for strike three. And he
Now
just
batting,
continues
left fielder,
rolling out there,
Justin
looking really confident on that 3-pitch K.
Justin
Here's
Dean
the
is
left
up.
fielder, Justin Dean, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's a strike. Impressive efficiency on the mound in this game. Home team down by 1. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
No, that's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. Great time to go to the slider. He was clearly sitting fastball, which made his swing just a hair too early.
That's
now
a
he's got a
ground ball,
2 strikes.
left field for a base hit.
A 2-out knock, and it keeps the inning alive.
Boy, did they needed that.
Now batting, the center
Just the
fielder.
second hit he's allowed tonight, and I don't think that one is going to break up his rhythm too much. Gotta say, he's been terrific with his command in this one. At the plate, Josue De Paula, 1 for 2.
Josue De Paula. First pitch.
You know he's looking for
Strike
something
one.
to drive with the potential tying run over at first base. If he can put one in the gap, look out.
Pitch.
And that one sliced foul.
Fouled away.
Now here's the 0-2.
0-2.
On the ground, Hicks
Ground ball has got it.
What a great flip.
Oh, the
Nicely
second
done
for the
for
force
out.
outs in the
So
end.
another good inning on the mound. 6 shutout innings so
No
far.
runs.
Albuquerque with the lead.
No runs
1-0.
ahead, none left, I do believe. It's going to be none left. We go to the 7th. 1-0 Isotopes.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th inning, and we have a new pitcher on the mound, Michael Kopech. Some
Michael
serious
Kopech.
action on his slider. A lot of spin rate.
New
and
pitcher
a
for
lot
the
of
Comets,
break.
Michael
You think you know where it's
Kopech.
going to be, and then it zags on you. Well, it's a
Leading off for
one-run ball
Albuquerque,
game.
the
Aaron
first
Schunk.
baseman,
Schunk digs in
Aaron
now. He's already homered in this ball game. Fastball in for a strike.
Yep, strike one.
And some cutting action,
Pitch.
but misses down low.
1-1.
And I'm out of strike two. Next pitch.
That one into triple digits.
That's triple
1
digits.
ball, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone.
Yes.
And that's ball 2.
2 balls,
Serious
2
heat on
strikes.
that fastball, up into triple digits. That's
Yep.
tough to hit at any level. Swings through
Pitch.
it for the K.
And that's strike
Leadoff
three.
batter set down to open the 7th. Digging in for the
The batter number
Isotopes,
1,
Adael Amador.
second baseman,
Still
Adael
looking
Adael
for a hit to
Amador.
extend the hitting streak. Not too many more chances.
Split on the second, strikeout on the 4th.
And the
Too low.
slider just misses. That's a
for
terrific
strike
backdoor
one.
slider. He made the right call not to swing. It's tough to do much with that.
Ball 2.
Next pitch.
This pitch misses, and that's ball
This is
3.
strike two. Next pitch.
Good plate appearance there, able to take the
Called first. Ball
Four pitch
4.
walk. The last one not really close. Let's see if he can get back in the zone here.
Julio.
Leo Carreras.
One gone and a runner on at first.
Strikeout on the
And
second,
now
pop down the
shortstop,
4th.
Julio Carreras.
First pitch.
Swing and a miss.
And a strike one.
After walking the last hitter, he just reached back for some extra velocity and pumped that fastball by for a strike. That's a good way to reset after giving up the free pass.
Next pitch.
Oh my!
That's
right to the backside.
wide.
And now a runner in scoring position.
Now runner in scoring position.
There's someone who's second guessing their decision right now.
Wild
Brings in
pitch
an
there
arm
for
on
the
bullpen
Comets.
and
That's
almost
not what they
immediately
needed.
rewarded with a wild pitch.
I don't know what the catcher was doing.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch.
And there's a breaking ball.
Called for a strike. Next pitch. That's a fly ball to deep left field. Dean is going to be under it, will make the catch, and that will tag the runner to third for the second out.
The batter, the designated hitter, Jordan Beck.
Jordan Becks.
Next up, the designated hitter, Jordan Beck.
Pitch for Kopak, swing and miss, strike one on a fastball.
And the batter clearly not ready for it.
200 average with runners in scoring position.
Off speed in this spot.
Next pitch. Out of the way. Next pitch.
Just misses.
Outside.
Impeccable discipline to
Put
lay
the
off
corner
that
for
ball.
ball one. Miss on Slater for strike three. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. It's time to stretch and sing in Oklahoma. But the Comets are still down 1-0.
Bottom of the seventh.
Leading it
Coming
off,
up to the dish.
third baseman,
David Bodie.
Bodie.
Flew out, popped out in the first, flew out in the fourth. First pitch.
Swinging a miss.
Yes.
Balance that time. Movement in the bullpen. Angel Shavi appears to be getting loose.
Angel Shavi.
Justice, the left-hander, also throwing.
Evan Justice warming up in the Isotopes bullpen.
Hoping to put the tying run aboard. Swing and a foul straight back. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Next pitch.
Decent movement on that slider, but he needs to bring it a little closer to the plate.
I'm
That
called
one was
for
way
the next
outside,
pitch.
and the batter was able to take it more easily.
Next pitch.
Strikeout working for the backwards
They're
K.
called for strike
Leadoff
three up
batter
high.
set
One
down
away
to
in the
open
seventh.
And now the
Ryan
first
Ward,
baseman,
2 groundouts. Comets have only had 2 hits, but that's all they've had.
He swings and
Away.
fouls. He's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes, so the
I'm called before the
hitters
0-1
need to be ready to
pitch.
swing early. It may not drive up the pitch count too much, but you know you'll have a good shot to do damage.
Golander's next pitch.
That one finds the zone,
Strike
and it's
2.
0-2.
Next
Ball
pitch.
there.
High
On an
ball
0-2,
1.
raise the hitter's eye level with the high fastball. We might see something low on this next pitch.
Next pitch for Golander.
That one missed.
Way high.
Foul ball, another 2-2
All the
coming.
way.
The Isotopes leading by 1 here in the
1-0
bottom of the
Albuquerque
seventh,
as we're
just
past
past
the
the
stretch.
stretch. Gets him looking.
Called for
That's out
strike
number 2.
3. 2 away here
Comes
in the
skipper out
7th.
of the dugout, looks ready to make the move. Chase
Now
Dolan
batting,
departs.
the catcher,
Only 2 hits
Rushing.
allowed, so that's a great effort. And we'll be back after a quick break to tell you about the new pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
The left-hander on now, Evan Justice,
Number
charged
56.
with hanging on to this lead.
Evan Justice.
Dalton Rushing will hit next.
Dalton Rushing, ground out in the second, flew out in the 5th. Justice's first pitch.
Swings and misses.
Missed strike 1.
Gotta stay back and track that left-on-left breaking ball, or you'll struggle with it. Time called for.
Mm-hmm. Not the start of the series the Comets were hoping for. In danger of losing a third straight. And the first of this series.
Chase up the ladder even higher after that swing. The pitcher saw that, and we'll see how he adapts.
That's strike 3 now in the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Comets, we go the 8th. Isotopes lead at 1-0.
We're in the top of the 8th. Stepping to the plate for Albuquerque, Braxton Fulford.
Kopak's going to pitch. Here's the first
And
pitch,
that's there
slider.
for a strike. Kopak goes 6 feet 3 inches. He works with a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally mixes in a cutter.
Next pitch. Fouled away. You just joined us 1-0 Isotopes and the sun's, and it's still daylight, believe it or
Here
not.
comes the 0-2 pitch.
Pitcher's duel,
Got the
really.
strikeout
So that's called for strike
And
3.
that's one away. The leadoff hitter retired in the 8th. So up next, Greg Jones, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a groundout.
Ground out and a couple of flyouts. First pitch.
Towards first, and it goes just foul.
Remember, these two teams have got a
0-1
day
now.
game tomorrow at 11:05.
Late swing,
Fouled
foul
away.
to the left. Might need to start the swing a bit sooner with that excellent heat.
This game's gone by fast. We're
Just
already in
off
the
outside
8th.
corner. It's rare to see a minor leaguer take an 0-2
Like
fastball
51
when it's
minutes
that
into the
close to being a
stream
strike. He clearly
as of this
knows the zone
taping, and
very
we're
well.
already in the 8th. So, and if it's anything, and if it's any sign of things to come between these two teams, this series could be really good. Next pitch,
Misses.
down low.
2 balls.
Oh, despite giving up that home run, he pitched really well. Unfortunately, he's going to take the loss, as that's called for strike 3 unless the Comets can get on the board.
The batter, the right
Now at the
fielder,
dish, Robert Kalaz.
Robert
for 3.
Kalaz. First pitch for Kopech. Called for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Final stats for both starters. Jason Landers, 6 2/3, 2 hits, 8 strikeouts. Kopech has allowed 1 walk, so he's retired all but 1 batter he faced. And Evan Justice has retired 1 batter he has
2
faced.
down and nobody aboard. And we're in the top of the 8th. Late with the swing there.
That's strike 2.
Not looking good there. He may need to choke up or start that front foot sooner
This
to
is
catch up
definitely
to
going to be
this
the
stuff.
fastest 9-inning game, the way things are looking.
Grounder to second. Bracho.
It's under it for the first, and the Isotopes are down in order.
No hits, no errors. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Albuquerque ahead in this game, 1-0.
And it hasn't gotten dark yet. We've been cruising through.
Bottom of the 8th, and now it's the switch-hitting second baseman,
Look at the
Aaron
sky, it's
Bracho.
beautiful. Aaron Bracho is up for the missed strike
Meanwhile, some
1.
activity in the bullpen. Angel Chevy, the hard-throwing
Chevy.
righty, is up and loosening.
Criswell, I believe he's the closer.
The 0-1. Late swing.
Out of the
fouled
way.
off.
Comets have been really cold. They've only allowed
0-2
only
now.
gotten 2 hits, but that's all they've gotten.
Got the batter swinging. Leadoff
Strike
batter out here
3.
in the 8th. And he should be strutting
Now
out there
batting.
right now.
Pop out in the second, strike out in the 5th for
All
Eli
heaters, and he
White.
gets the K. Impressive stuff.
First pitch. It's a fly ball to center
In the air,
field.
out towards right center. Might be
It's going to get down for a base hit, and it does get down for a base hit. That's going to head all the way to the wall.
around second now, and they still don't have it. In with a one-out triple. That
It's
puts
a
the
one-out
tying run
triple
at
for
third.
Eli White.
It's been a tough run
And
at
for
the
the
plate
Comets
him
to get
lately.
something
He
going here in
needed
the
that base
8th.
hit. Hammered that one with a really nice all-around swing, and he hit it pretty deep before it fell in for the knock. Now a pivotal at bat in this ballgame. Now
Yep, Alex Freeland.
Up and in.
High, ball 1.
1-0.
And another ball.
High, ball
First
2.
base open, the hitter might be expecting a quick walk, but you have to stay ready in case a hittable pitch comes over.
Pitch.
Next offering misses.
Low, ball
And it's
3.
On 3-0, most minor leaguers are taking
Armando
the ball
Alvarez
away.
on deck.
Let's see if he can find the zone. Armando Alvarez in the on-deck circle. And there's ball 4.
That's ball 4. First walk tonight for the Isotopes pitching staff.
Now batting,
One
the
away.
shortstop,
Runners at the corners here.
Armando.
And now Armando Alvarez.
Alvarez.
Corner infielders playing
Armando
him in.
Alvarez is up.
Misses again.
High,
5
ball
in a row.
1.
Gut
Outside ball 1.
check time for him on the mound. I'm interested to see how he handles this situation.
Pitch.
Not even close
High,
there.
way high ball
For
2.
this pitcher. With the runners on base, you have to be wise with where you put your pitches, or you could see
Pitch.
some runs coming.
High ball 3.
With that one.
Justin
And
Dean
that's ball
on
3.
deck.
No room to walk this hitter, so I'd expect something fairly hittable. And they're all loaded up.
It's all loaded up. That's mean the bases are now loaded for
a little frustrated with himself as he issues a walk
Now
to the
batting,
number 9
the
hitter.
left
second walk.
Now the left fielder, Justin Dean.
Dean.
First pitch.
1-0.
Skips in, and excellent work to hold that one close. Could have been dangerous.
That's ball 1.
Go ahead run at second. Here in the bottom half of the 8th.
Next pitch.
In the dirt. Wow, that is a great job behind
Oh
the
no, he threw it away! He threw it away!
there. Throw is wide and gets past the first baseman. Freeland scores on the wild pitch. Now
And now that's going to allow 2 runs to score, and the Comets take the lead.
move into the lead in the 8th.
So that's a wild pitch and a throwing error.
2 runs to score on the play.
Look at that. Just throws it away. The wild pitch will score, goes into right field in foul territory, and the Comets lead. He threw it away.
Still just 1 out here in the
Oh, man. So that's a wild pitch and a throwing error.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Just like that, the Comets have the lead. And that's a blown save for Evan Justice. So Bobby Miller looks like he will figure a no decision. But he pitched very well, so you got to give him a credit. Let's see. So let's see. It is going to be it was a wild pitch and a throwing error. But all those runs are going to be earned. Strikeout in the first and third, single in the 6th for Justin Dean. There's a line drive to base hit. That's going to come back to haunt Albuquerque. It's an RBI single for Dean, and it's 3-1 Comets.
The job done to put him up by 2. Line drives into center are such high percentage
Oh boy.
swings. There are a lot of hits to be found out there.
He went to throw it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Evan Justice won't go any further tonight. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
And now he's in danger of getting the loss, believe it or not.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Seth Halverson.
Number 54.
Looking to
Seth
keep this close.
Halverson, his 8th game, 1-0 record.
Stepping
So that means if the Comets haven't done so already,
Jose Paula. This one's in the dirt.
that's
Gets away
oh
at
no, it's
second.
the center. Oh no, or center field, and that's a throwing error. It's a wild pitch and a throwing error. What's going on with Albuquerque tonight? Went to throw to second, goes straight to center field.
This patient
Oh
approach he's showing is
no.
part of why he's been so hot lately. He's forcing pitchers to come to areas where he can do damage. This one in the dirt, well done by the catcher to keep it close. Action in the pen down there. Brustar Gratterall up and throwing. Here's the 3-0. And a strike burns
And that's strike 1.
through at triple digits. Chance to refocus now as he asks for time. comes the 3-1. That one pulled foul. He was a little early, but kept his hands back long enough to fight that one off.
There's a line,
Well
five
driven out to right center
field, and it is off the wall.
And they take a 3-run lead.
So the second will not be in time. It's an RBI double for Josue de Paula. And it's 4-1 Comets.
Smoked it into the gap, just not quite the right swing to put it over the wall. Good result anyway. And now the runner breaks for third. Pitch misses inside.
That's going to be the second out.
The throw, tag, he's out. Getting a good jump is always important when you're trying to steal bases, but especially when you're going for third base. The bad jump that time meant they were able to get him out, even with the bounce throw.
Outside.
That's smart pitching against a hitter who uses the whole field. If he can't extend his arms, it's hard for him to hit the other way. Next pitch misses.
Outside, ball 3. Ryan Ward on deck. So Brusdar Graterol is going to close it out.
That one into
Call for a strike.
Top of the zone for a
That's called for a strike.
Full count.
This pitch popped up.
Not dropped. That's going to be a base hit.
And a runner at first. And here at the plate, Ryan Ward. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Hit hard, should be.
There goes a base hit. That's going to go all the way to the wall.
The extra bases. Around second, on the way to third. Coming to the plate. Scores on that
That's
one.
going to be an RBI, and it's 5-1
Did a nice
Comets.
job there on an upper 90s fastball. Read it well out of the pitcher's hand and put a nice swing on it. Next to hit, Dalton rushing. And the runner takes off for third. Bobble on the transfer, no throw.
Stolen base.
Runner going again. Misses on the bunt. Out at the plate. He's out trying to steal home. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. 9th inning coming up. The Comets lead it 5-1.
5-1 Comets.
Now pitching.
Back now and on the mound, the closer, Brusdar Graterol, has some nasty breaking stuff. Leading off, Nick Martini, 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts.
0 for 3 tonight for Martini. Graterol's next pitch. Check swing. For ball 1. Graterol closes it out. Here's a fly ball to left field. Salinas under it. Will make the catch for the first out.
He's 2 outs
Keston
away.
Hira.
Coming up to the dish for Albuquerque, Keston Hira.
Hira.
No.
Called first ball 1.
1 ball. No strike.
Next pitch.
Slider misses away.
It's outside. Pitch.
Well struck.
Line drive to left field. This is going to be trouble.
It's off the wall.
And it's off the wall.
Around first and heading for second. Throw into third. Now around second and digging for 3. Now a dive for the tag.
Dive, and he got him. Got him for the out.
Tried to stretch it for third there, but he was out by plenty. So down to their final out of this one.
Out for Isotopes. Oh, for a strike. Aaron Shung 2 for 3. Homered, single in the second, homer in the 4th, strikeout in the 7th. Let's pitch for Graterol, swing and miss. Now Albuquerque down to final strike.
He's keeping these batters on their toes.
Next pitch.
Nice grab.
Drive over the first, and the Comets will snap a 2-game losing streak to end the game. No runs, a hit, none left.
5-1 is how
Comets
this one
win it
ends.
5-1.
On behalf of our entire outstanding crew here at the show, I'm Ben Gelman. Thanks for joining us.
A beautiful night. Sun hasn't gone down, so that was a quick game. 5-7-0 for the Comets, 1-5-2 for the Isotopes. Winning pitcher will be Michael Kopech. Evan Justice, the loss. There's the home run to start off the game, the only home run of the contest. So Michael Kopech comes out of the game, comes in the game. And there's Ryan Ward. So there you go. So Bobby Miller, 1 run, 4 hits, no walks, 6 strikeouts. Sadly does not figure a decision. Kopech with the win. Retired all but 1 batter he faced. No runs, no hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. He proves a 3-2. Evan Justice the loss. 4 runs, 2 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts in 2/3 of an inning. He falls to 1-1, and there was no save. That's critical for the Comets as they improved to 20-14. Isotopes 21-13. Before we get into the PCL scoreboard, let's talk about this game from yesterday real quickly. Los Angeles Dodgers falling to the Miami Marlins 11-1, as we'll start off our score checks. Xavier Curry got the win, his first one. He's 1-0. Roki Sasaki, the loss, falls to 3-3. Max Muncy had the only home run for the Dodgers. 2 runs, 5 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts for Sasaki. Jesus Sanchez, Graham Pauley had home runs for the Marlins. Joanna Bride, Connor Noby, Xavier Edwards had RBIs for the Marlins. Seth Martinez got his first save on the season, as far as that's concerned. We'll talk about their game from tonight in just a minute. Let's talk about the games around the rest of the AAA world. They went to extras in 12 innings. The Iron Pigs of Lehigh Valley won 3-2 over Worcester. John McMillan got the win, improves to 3-2. The loss went to Justin Wilson, not the Justin Wilson who passed away in IndyCar, just to clarify. The Justin Wilson pitcher, he falls to 1-1. There was no save. Roman Anthony homered for the Red Sox. Oistian Garcia also homered for the Red Sox. Gabriel Racone Jr., Aiden Miller, and Garrett Stubbs had RBIs for Lehigh Valley. Gwinnett beat Durham 3-1. Winning pitcher Jake Dykman improves to 2-2. Buck Farmer's 5th save on the year. Alex Fadeo got the loss and falls to 2-1. David Fletcher and Drake Baldwin had RBIs for the Stripes in the contest. Only RBI was Tristan Peters for the Bulls. I'll talk about the PCL in just a second. Charlotte beat Memphis 9-3. Jonathan Heasley got the win, improves to 4-1. There was no save in this contest. He lost to Rodri Munoz. He falls to 4-3. Robert Vallaldi had 2 RBIs for the Redbirds. Tristan Gray got a 3-run homer for the Knights. Bobby Dalabach and Joey Gallo also homered for the Knights. Former Omaha player Nick Matson and Dominic Fletcher had RBIs for Charlotte. Speaking of Omaha, they fell to Louisville 7-5. Winning pitcher was Lyon Richardson. He's 1-2. TJ Anton got his first save on the season. Nolan Cameron took the loss. He falls to 1-5. Former Dodger Ross Stripling was playing for the Storm Chasers. Kevin Bigelow also had home run for the Storm Chasers. MJ Melendez, Nick Prado, and Jordan Roshans had RBIs for the Storm Chasers. Quincy McCaffrey had a 2-run homer for the Bats. Austin Hendricks and former Dodger Edwin Rios had 2 RBIs for Louisville in the contest. Toledo beat Indianapolis 8-5. Andrew Chaffin got his first win. He's 1-0. Alex Lang, his 12th save on the season. Carson Fulmer got the loss. He falls to 4-3. The former River Cat player. Nick Yorkie, Henry Davis, and Mike Jarvis, all 3 of them had home runs for the Indians. And for the Mud Hens, Jamari Jones, Jace Jung, former Nashville Sound player. As I hit the wrong button, I apologize. I was trying to get comfortable until I did that. That's what I get for being an idiot sandwich. Justin Henry Malloy, Thomas Nido, Andrew Navigado, and Trey Cruz had RBIs for the Mud Hens. Scranton Wilkes-Barre, or Wilkes-Barre Scranton as I call them, shut out Rochester 5-0. Winning pitcher Carson Carcego proves to 2-2. The loss went to Jason Acosta, falls to 2-3. Only runs scored, George Lombard Jr., Duke Ellis homered for the Rail Riders, and also got an RBI from Ben Rice in the contest. Iowa beat Columbus 6-3. Winning pitcher for the Cubs was Chris Flexen. He's 6-1. Phil Bickford, his 12th save on the season. Logan Allen, the loss, he falls to 1-6. Home run for George Valera for the Clippers. Tyrese Turner had an RBI for Columbus. Matt Shaw, Alexander Canario had home runs. Canario had a grand slam for the Cubs, and Reese McGuire also had an RBI for the Iowa Cubs in the contest. Nashville shut out Norfolk 3-0. Winning pitcher was J.K. Bukauskas. He gets the win and proves to 2-2. Nick Mears' 8th save on the season. Trevor Rogers, a loss. He falls to 0-4. Only runs scored was Jake Bowers and Brock Wilkins' home run for the Sounds of Nashville. St. Paul beat Buffalo 6-3. Winning pitcher Marco Rea, he improves to 4-3. Michael Tompkin, his 9th save on the season. Uriel Rodriguez, he lost. He falls to 1-3. Excuse me for that yawn. I'm about to go to bed soon. Devontae Brown had a 2-run homer for the Bison. And also Josh Kasevich, who also had an RBI for Buffalo. Austin Martin hit a 3-run homer for the Saints. Former Chihuahua player Ty France had an RBI, and Brooks Lee also had an RBI for the Saints of St. Paul. Syracuse beat Jacksonville 5-4. Huskar Brazabin got the win in person 5-0. Reed Garrett got his 14th save on the season. The loss went to Austin Roberts, 0-2. Justin King got a blown save, his first on the year. Ryan Clifford hit a 3-run homer for the Mets. Jose Azocar and Nick Madrigal also RBI'd for the Mets. Eric Wagaman, Troy Johnson hit a sac fly, and Joe Mack also had an RBI for Jacksonville in the loss. And that is it for the International League. Now let's go to the PCL. Las Vegas shut out Reno 5-0 this afternoon. Jack Lopez got the win and proves a 3-1. Dylan Floro, his 8th save on the year. The loss went to Blake Walston. He falls to 1-3. Only runs scored. Colby Thomas had 3 RBIs. Luis Urias and Daryl Hernandez also had the RBIs to lead the way for the Illusions of Las Vegas. Salt Lake beat Sugar Land 4-3 at the ballpark of America First Square. Jack Dashwood got the win and proves a 3-0. Victor Gonzalez, his 8th save on the season. He lost to Stephen Okart. He is 0-2. Sugarland's been falling apart in the last couple of weeks. Quincy Hamilton and Brendan Rodgers had RBIs for the Space Cowboys. Nelson Rada, Jamie Davis, Nico Cavadas, and Anthony Marine had RBIs for the Bees in the contest. The night games, Round Rock beat El Paso 6-2 to open up their series. Winston Santos got the win for 1-3, his first win. Josh Shorbs, his 14th save on the year. The loss went to Ryan Bergert. He falls to 3-1, his first loss. Home runs for Trevor Hauer and Josh Hatcher for the Express. Kevin Pollard had 2 RBIs to lead the way for the E-Train, as Justin Foskey went 0-4. Gavin Sheets and Ripken Reyes had RBIs for the Chihuahuas of El Paso. Tacoma beat Sacramento 7-3. I'm going to make sure my battery's almost done charging. Let's see. Logan Evans gets his first win. He's 1-3. Carson Seymour got his first loss. He's 3-1. Gerardo Pomerez and Andrew Ketchel got RBIs for the River Cats. Rade Telez, Lazaro Montes had home runs for the Rainiers. Samad Taylor and Mitch Haniger also had RBIs for Tacoma in the contest. Around the Dodgers organization, Los Angeles Dodgers, after losing 11-1, as we mentioned earlier, came back to play the Marlins and won against the Marlins. Shohei Ohtani got the win for 3-2. Sandy Alcantara, who lost the last time the Marlins and the Dodgers faced off, he took the loss. He falls to 1-4. He's now lost 2 in a row against the Dodgers. Tommy Edman had a home run for the Dodgers. Austin Barnes, Michael Conforto, Teoscar Hernandez, and Hai-Sung Kim also had RBIs to lead the way for the Dodgers. Ohtani went 6 innings, 2 runs, 4 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. There was no save. RBIs for the Miami Marlins was Jonah Bride, who had 1 sac fly and 1 RBI for the Marlins. 6 runs, 6 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. And Sandy Alcantara got chased after the first inning. So Contreras went 6 innings, 1 run, 3 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts. Dodgers and Marlins will play the rubber match of that series tomorrow at 5:40 local time. Blake Snell will pitch for the Dodgers. Edward Cabrera will pitch for the Marlins. Around the Dodgers minor league system, Double-A Tulsa fell this afternoon to the Amarillo Sod Poodles 9-4, and I believe that is their series opener, if I'm not mistaken, and it is their series opener. Winning pitcher was Jamison Hill. He is 3-1. Jared Carros got his second loss. He falls to 1-2. Nick Bibison had a home run for the Drillers. Cody Hosey, Griffin Lockwood Powell had RBIs to lead the way for the Drillers. Blaze Alexander, Jack Curley, Ryan Wardschmidt had home runs for the Poodles. They will play night games from here on out until the series finale on Sunday. For Tulsa, they will play tomorrow. Justin Jarvis and Joe Elbrus, the pitching matchups for the Drillers and the Poodles, respectively. Well, we'll see if the Comets can get a win tomorrow morning at 11:05, first pitch in the morning. Jackson Ferris, who pitched really well, he will start for the Comets. He's 2-0 with a 2.70 earned run average. Carson Palmquist got another win. He will start for the Isotopes. He's 3-0 with a 3.49 earned run average at 11:05 first pitch. As somebody is really happy to see me. Limited tickets are available. Call 405-218-2157 or visit OKCComets.com or stop by the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark box office. They'll be open first thing tomorrow morning, as always. And as I said, the gates will open at 10 a.m. So, like I said, very few tickets are available. If you cannot make it to the game, like Bucky Jr., and I know he's nodding his head like yes, our live coverage will begin at 10:50 a.m. with Comets on deck here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or anywhere on your mobile device with the free iHeartRadio app. You can also listen to the game on Bally Sports Live and MILB TV. Today, the Comets win it 5-1 over the Isotopes to snap a 2-game losing streak. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Comets. 1 run, 5 hits, 2 errors for the Isotopes. Michael Kopech got the win. He improves to 3-2. Evan Justice got his first blown save and the loss. He falls to 1-1. There was no save. With the win, the Comets are 20-14. The Isotopes are 21-13. Special thank you to my producer and engineer, the YouTuber, back in our 1340 studios. I'm Daniel Volo saying good night from Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Thanks as always for joining us. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning like Bucky Jr. You've been listening to OKC Comets Baseball, presented by Heartland Flyer.